What's up, everybody? We are here day after release of Farmer's Dynasty, and sadly, I'll go ahead and I'll put my, well, not put, I'll tell you my hours on record. I've put 11 hours into the game since launch yesterday, and right now we are pretty much sitting on 7,100 euros, almost 30,000 social points, no family, decent condition. So we'll load our game. Right now I'd finally gotten the other field harvested, baled. The problem is now I'm trying to figure out where the hell you take the bales to sell them. So I've got a trailer full of bales and don't really know what to do with them. Now, what I plan on doing is seeing how we'll get better prices for it is when I seed the fields, I'm going to do them in wheat and barley so I could take them down to the windmill and get substantially higher than what you would over at the grain silos, because I believe when I looked last night they were going to give me 376 euro per ton. And the windmill was almost $600 or 600 euro a ton, so that was a no-brainer. It's a longer drive, but is it going to pay off in the end? Yeah, it is. We did a little bit more work on the farm, so as this game loads in here, we'll hop on our Jack Bear, which that does kind of suck that they took the John Deere off of it. They might have gotten in trouble for licensing issues. Reasons, but obviously anybody who's ever, well, anybody from the south or anybody who's ever driven an old tractor like that knows exactly what that tractor is modeled after. It's the Poppin' Johnny, which was a John Deere. So Jack Bear, John Deere. The only thing that I always laugh about is when I hear Jack Bear, I think of 24 Hours and Kiefer Sutherland. So I did notice that this morning there was a 3.8 gig patch for the game. And luckily, the developer is doing, so far, what they promised to do, which is a good thing. They're taking all the feedback. Like, I did notice a few glitches, and I reported a few glitches in myself. And a couple of them that were on the list for the hotfix, those are now fixed. But this first loading screen is just absolutely horrendous. It takes forever. It's almost like you think I'd clicked off the tab and I'm doing stuff on other windows, but I'm literally sitting here, controller in hand, waiting to play. It's like the first time you load it up, you really gotta wait. And the other thing I learned frequently is I don't know why all these people on Steam are bitching about, well, actually I know exactly why. They're bitching about the computer being, oh, this game's fucking broken, it's a piece of shit. No. Your computer's a piece of shit. Mine runs it on the highest graphics quality setting possible. No problem. So, not the game, it's your computer. But I did have it crash on me once. Alright, can we load sometime? That would be awesome. I really want that little van there. I want the 20,000 social points for completely restoring the homestead. But while we're still waiting on this loading screen, I've done all the quests to get all the pieces of equipment. So we've got the harvester, we've got the header, we've got the tractor, we've got the plow. What's up, Nathan? We've got the seeder. We have the fertilizer spreader, we have the slurry tank, we have the hay wagon. So, what else am I leaving? Oh, we got the baler as well. So, that literally is all the equipment that you can get by working out. The only thing that I did see that was still sitting up at the farm, and I don't know how to get it, was the corn header. I don't know if I can just drive up there with the harvester and take it, or if I've got to earn that corn header. As far as I was concerned. What up, telephone? I swear this game's never gonna freaking load. Alright, let's see what happens if I close and relaunch, because sometimes, like I said, this thing can be stubborn. Close that out. There's Steam. Play the damn game. While it's doing its thing. I need to pull up my few programs. I forgot to pull it before, like Precision XOC. And then, what the hell's the other one? Command Center. Oh, at least it shows that nice and full. Alright, so while that's going, I can drag stuff around and you don't even know any different. Alright, let's see. Can we load it this time without any bull? I'll tab back out for a second. While it's doing that, get my fans turned up. Now see, it goes really fast up to that point. And then it just goes eh. So sometimes it takes forever. Oh yeah, I know it does. It's absolutely horrible. Hey, look at that. Second time we got in faster. First time I was sitting there for a few minutes and what the hell? Alright, so there we go. Now we're sitting in front of our... Whoa, what the hell? Why are we magically walking backwards and shit? What the hell? Quit running. Yeah, I did. Options. What the hell happened here? Oh, that's not right. B controls. Jump. Fix, rebuild, engineer site. My pedals aren't plugged in. What the fuck would be causing me to just randomly, Hey, whatever it was, it fixed itself. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we got this damn trailer of hay here, and I have no idea where the hell to sell it at. So one of the things that they did, and I noticed it about this tractor here, is it would piss the fuel. So since we don't know where the hell we're selling this, I guess we'll just go back to the farm. Put the trailer with bales. I mean, hell, I even drove through it. This is Farmer's Dynasty. Really, you sell the big silos? Sweet, that's where we're going then. I didn't think they took straw. I know what you're talking about though. It is that place right there. The agricultural market. Yeah, see, it threw me off because I didn't see anything about bales. It just says lupin, soy, pea, canola, barley, maize, and wheat. Oh, dumbass, and then it says right on it, and hay bales. Okay, yeah, I was really overtired last night, seeing how I did put in 11 hours worth of gameplay on this, so yeah. Little brain fart there, because my field has a ton of bales. We still have a shit ton more down there, too, that we gotta pick up. I guess for carrying the bales into your shed to store them, you gotta just walk them in there because you can't offload, or you can pull the trailer in and then you'd have to offload them by hand, but we ain't about that. We're about that money. Is the sun seriously going down already again? Aiden. I've never seen that guy before. So we'll make our way over to the silo. There's one of the farms I repaired. Now, the one thing that I did notice is it gets kind of stale a little bit after, I mean, it really relies on you going open world and really putting yourself out there to find jobs. Because after you do all the quests to get like the tractor, all these implements and stuff, you really have to bust your ass and drive around, talk to literally everybody, and ask them the dumb question if they have a job, and if they don't, and if it's a chick, I've resorted to a new measure, and that's just flirting with them and then pissing them off. So we're gonna drive up here, we're gonna sell a load of bales, and then go to sleep. And I like that this is a one way in, one way out. Alright, so let's see, where would we sell bales here? That's back way in and out. Ah! No, we'll turn around. Thank God I've got this set to ultra low latency. The hell are those things? Silos. Aha, there it is. Smart. Bales. Oh, that's really weird. Hell yeah, 20 bales for 3,000 euros? We're selling that. Definitely selling that. Dude, you are the man for figuring that one out. I probably have been driving around like an idiot for an hour trying to figure out how the hell to get rid of my bales. So now we got an empty bale trailer, and we can only go 23 kilometers per hour. And the sun is quickly fading here. Lights on for, oh, what the hell? No, oh, this one doesn't have lights on the trailer. YOLO. Alright, so the biggest thing that they did that I kind of might have complained a little bit on the Steam forum along with a lot of other people is that this little tractor was absolutely pissing through gas, which I know it says diesel, but this is not a diesel burning tractor. This is a gas burning tractor. The Poppin' Johnny was a gas burner. And that's definitely not a diesel, judging by the way the block is in the cylinders and the way the sound is. This sounds like a Briggs & Stratton. I'm doing great. I don't know about everybody else, but after getting up early with super anticipation for the release date, and then absolutely wearing myself out playing this, start over fresh, great night's sleep. I am ready to rock the shit out of this game for as long as possible. I think I went over about 5 hours yesterday. We're going to see if we can replicate the results again. So we'll get the tractor out into the field. Oh, stay out of that field though. For some reason, it doesn't like driving through it. As you can see, my hay trailer's just bouncing. Oh yeah. Since the sun is going down, we'll throw a few bales on the trailer before heading into the hacienda for the night. Yeah, that was just what I did on stream. I played for another 6 hours. I really wanted to test the game and make sure that if there was anything that could break on it, and it state yesterday that I'd be able to break it and be able to report it. Could not find anything that would break it. I did report the one odd crash that I did have with the game, but other than that, I had no problems. It's just literally people playing on subpar computers expecting to get the same performance as, say, a $2,000, $2,500 computer like I have. I mean, look at this. This is with the graphics on Ultra, and it's just amazing. I think it's just everybody's gonna be quick to judge and say it's the game's fault. And my condition's not doing so good. Let's drink some condensed milk while I'm out doing some bale in here. As you can see, the light is gone. We're gonna try and fill this thing up. Oh yeah, the combine, that's something that I also reported to. They need to work on the sounds of that, because it sounds like a cat in a blender. It's absolutely terrible. But at least I was glad to not hear the Microsoft voices anymore, and they actually put people's voices in, even though the voice acting is kind of on a Charlie Sheen level. It's not so good, but it's better than listening to the robot talk. And if you've seen the animations, it looks kind of stupid, because the animations don't match up at all with what the guy is doing or what he's saying or his mannerisms. It's just weird. It's just really weird. So now we got 2 more bales to put on. I like that you can stack this pyramid style. Can we put the other one on? Yeah, I think, nope, that's it. So we're gonna take this one and just so we've got it easy, we'll pile these bitches over here. There's 3. These ones we might actually put in the barn. Oh my god. It's not even just about fishing. I was doing a random repair job for some money, and like, I guess this guy's female work helper or whatever showed up, and he like started bitching at her because she always shows up late and all this stuff, and then she's arguing back at him. It was freaking funny. I'm just sitting there working, minding my own business, and all of a sudden that argument happens. I'm like, ha ha ha, bitch just got schooled. And so I do believe that's all the remaining bales out of this field. Drop the bale. So we got our other bales. Oh, nope, there's one right there. That was the other thing that I found too. There was a texture glitch with the straw swath. The first half of the field when I baled, it showed everything perfectly. But then after I got out of it, did some work, came back and harvested the rest of this field here, it didn't show me where any of the freaking straw swath was. Then magically I hooked to the baler and the straw swath reappeared. So don't know what the hell was going on with that. But I reported that one as well, so hopefully that'll get fixed. And you can see there are some random, you can see like the it's strobing. But yeah, hey, check this out. We went a little crazy. There might be another glitch, but it's a glitch that I don't really care. Those metal sheets that we get during the beginning. These doors have all been hit with metal now, so they're all metal doors. The greenhouse, you get the 24 sheets that you start with. Redid the greenhouse entirely. Redid my silo. And basically anything on this farm that can be done in metal is done in metal. So before we go to bed, let's check our tomatoes. Yeah, they're starting to grow. Come on. Don't make me jump up here to do this. Come on. I'm not jumping on my plant. No! Ah. Ah, boy. Tomato seedlings, put that back where it was, because like an idiot. Whoa, this mouse is way too sensitive. Let me dial the profile back. Wow, that's even on our Nerf Pro and it's still fast. That's a really hard one to call. I guess the open world is awesome. Damn it, I took the freaking... I'm so used to using A to jump for farming sim. I like the open world aspect. I like the fact that you have to pay out the yin-yang for the tractors and all that stuff, even though your social points help that. Can I open these ones? Well, screw it, we got 2 out of 4. I like this right here, the fact that you can either use the mouse or you can use the A button as a cursor when you're in a menu. But let's go inside my ramshackle home here, and I love how it shows that you have tons of fuel here, and that's a 55-gallon drum. But we got our tractor hitched up with the hay wagon. All my lights turned on because I'm scared of the dark. Or at least my character is. Hit the bed. Yeah, that's the biggest selling point to me on this game was the emphasis on it's not just a farming game. It is, you have to eat, you can marry somebody, you can have kids. You have to repair stuff. It's not just the same old, same old. And with this just being early access, I'm already really impressed with how far they have taken this game. And with it being early access until February, that gives the developers tons of time to figure out what's a bug, what needs to be fixed, what they can add and implement, and what they can improve on. So normally it's 50-50 on a early access, because usually it's what everybody in the Steam forum is whining and complaining. Oh, there's just another cash smash and grab. They're gonna take your money and run. Well, if you're an idiot and you want to play into that, then yeah, okay. These guys I've literally been watching since, hell, I think since Daggerwin's first video on it. And it was just something about this game that caught my eye. Oh, look, there's still scaffolding up. I need to probably take that down on my way back. Something about it caught my eye. I love the fact that, like Daggerwin said, it's a mix of like My Summer Car with the repairing stuff, The Sims with the social interaction, and then Farming Simulator with the farming. The only gripe I still have is I'm glad they fixed the fuel, but when you're plowing with the tractor, it leaves way too deep of a damn rut, and this thing is way too prone to getting stuck even with the plow lifted up. So I've actually changed the method in how I plow so that I don't get stuck as often. So we should get another 3,000 euro out of this. And I'm kind of curious as to how much that big tractor, not that it's going to freaking matter because you can't probably pull the small equipment with the big tractor. I would absolutely love to have the big tractor already. Oh look, we did the bale marker from right here. And this is my left stick moving around. So there's another 3,000 euros. We're up to 13,100. I think first on the list though is going to be getting that little work truck. That way I can go to the agricultural store and start buying the stuff that I need to repair my farm so I can get to 20,000 social points. That way, because the way, for those who don't know, the more social points that you have, the bigger of a discount you get on all the equipment. So I'm trying to get my social points up as high as I can possibly get them. That way I can get the biggest discount. Well, that's kind of what happens when you spend 11 hours, no life in it. Like literally, I don't think I really moved out of this chair. Well, out of my race rig. Other than to eat, stretch, and use the bathroom. Yeah, I literally sat here for 11 hours yesterday playing the game. And at the end of the day, I was so sick of hearing this engine. But as I was laying down and getting ready to go to bed, I was like, damn it, I wish I could fast forward into the next day and just go back to farming. I mean, it may be sunny outside today, but let's see, what's the temperature? 37 degrees. Fuck that. I ain't going out in that shit. I mean, not that I care. I love the cold weather, but there's so much that needs to be done here. Isn't it loud? And it's not even a two-stroke. That's the sad part. It's a four-stroke gas burner. Yeah, I forgot. Don't drive to that field. And you can see that one little bit there. I did run the manure spreader, and that's another thing that's kind of messed up too. Is you gotta aim just right when you're refilling the slurry tanker, and it does not last you long at all. Now, according to the developers and the in-game stuff, the way to get the best yield out of your crops is to plow, cultivate, slurry, seed, and then fertilize the field. I don't think I have any fertilizer laying around though. Yeah, thank you. These ones we might put in our barn, but seeing that we don't have any livestock right now, it'd be kind of stupid. At the same time, though, I don't want to make another unnecessary trip up to the silos there, because we do not have a full trailer. We can still fit 6, 7 more bales on here. So what we'll do is, I believe we'll spend the day working around my farm finally, instead of doing everybody else's shit. Stop here, disconnect that. Oops, I jumped out of it like an idiot. So we'll get into the seeder. I don't know if we have enough wheat seed to continue or to do this entire field, but we're gonna try. Quit looking at his junk. Now I know I did not fertilize everything, but I want to see what we can get here. Oh, so it does so. Sweet. Cruise control on. Actually, this is probably something I don't want cruise control on for. Alright, so this thing apparently automatically turns itself on going through the fields, which is cool. As we can see, one pass with the seeder brought us down 5%. And it does show that it's sowed. So let's go down this way here. Try and split the field in half, and then we'll just work our way around it. Oh, look at that. It's actually kind of lifted up. Oh, that's pretty cool. So this is the first time reseeding a field. I'd absolutely love to buy another field, but at the same time, I don't really want to have more fields where I'm working with this dinky little equipment here. So we're sowing wheat seeds. We're probably going to have to go to the agricultural store with the fertilizer machine to get some fertilizer for the field, unless I want a really lame crop. And this tractor is very heavily influenced on how you drive it, because it'll knock itself around in the field pretty good. And I'll probably have little mispatches here and there. If they could fine-tune the controls here for the Xbox controller, that'd be another thing on my list. But it's not really chewing through seed as bad as I thought it would. Oh, it's the tire that's going back through and it's leaving the little marks in the field. Got it. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's realistic. Seeing how this has spokes for wheels, metal wheels, no tires on it. So if we could at least reseed this field and plow the other one, and then use our drag harrow on it, that'd be a successful day here on our farm. But it's all about those social points, and unfortunately to get those social points we gotta drive around all over the map with this slow tractor. That does not, that's the biggest problem here. The controls for driving with this thing here. Yeah, I'm gonna go to church, get some social points there. Actually, I'm gonna go to both churches. There's one to the south of me, and then there's one up in the big town where you get the hay trailer, the fertilizer spreader, and the slurry tanker. No, hey, look, it might have been just I was going too damn fast. Come on, tractor. But yeah, my biggest gripe is playing on controller. The steering and throttle are both combined on your left stick. Alright, I'm gonna go slow through here, see if... No, it still leaves those ridges, so screw it. Let's get this field done. So we're gonna have those little random patches there. Yeah, this tractor definitely needs more power. Oh, come on, turn. Or actually, just drive. I thought it was... I mean, this thing is really bad with the plow as far as backing up. Now, I wonder if we can drive over those spots that got messed up and reseed, but I'm noticing it is leaving little spots on either side. So for everything that we seed, it's still screwing it up. Come on. You can do it! I definitely do see a run to the agricultural store in our future. And possibly a run to the fuel station too, even though I have plenty of gas. This tractor literally takes 46 liters to fill it. And I have not yet had to tow it back to turn, damn it. Haven't had to tow it back because I was out of fuel or got stuck. I almost got stuck. Yeah, I don't like it either. And it might be something that, because we're still early access and we will be for a couple months, maybe in the release, the finalized release, that this is one of the things that they'll take out of it. 'Cause I mean, when I've done it, I mean, I've actually worked farm equipment this old. Well, not exactly as old as this seeder, but it was pretty damn close to it. It did leave marks in the field, but it was so minute it didn't matter. It was literally just the tire marks of the seeder as we were just putting through the field. The main impact was the tractor tires if you drove off in it, but still, what does it do? That's just compression. It's just pushing the seed further down on the ground. So the tractor's in front, it's leaving natural ruts. The seeder's supposed to come back behind it, and it's got little chisel shanks on it. No, during my late teenage years in the early 20s, I did a lot of work in the tobacco fields, and one of my buddy's parents had a family farm. So I did get the opportunity to run a lot of old school equipment because it wasn't like a big modern farm. It was old farm all tractors. Matter of fact, the tractor they had was so old. It had a 3-point on it, but it also had like our drag harrow, how it's got all those little tines underneath it. The tractor had them under the belly of the transmission, so you could raise and lower those. And you could actually do 2 things at once. You could rip up the what you plowed, knock it over with those tines, and then pull a seeder behind it. Which the seeder we had was nothing special. It was more like a fertilizer spreader that just spit out seeds. It wasn't like a row planter or anything. And as a matter of fact, I think we just used the tractor for the majority just to cultivate, plow and then just move shit around. Everything that for the majority planted was done by hand. But tobacco, that was a different story. That was a lot easier work. That was just, okay, we're going to plant this stuff in the spring. We're going to let it, well, we're going to prep the fields in the spring, plant it, get our first cut in, and then that literally just evolved into chopping the tobacco, sticking it on scaffold wagons, taking it to the barns to smoke, repeat process, do your second cut, and if you're lucky enough and had a good year, you might have a third or a fourth cut off of the field. Alright, so we are almost out of wheat seed. 116 kg left. And we've got probably about four more passes left. But the beauty is we will have straw swath on. Well, there's no option to turn it off on this one. So we will have straw blowing out the back of the harvester when we do this field. And since we've made $6,000 on bales, I think it's going to be time to go ahead and get some fertilizer. But we are going to invest in other seeds. I know I should probably just stay invested in wheat and barley for right now. I kind of want to plant that lupine, whatever it is, and like peas and stuff like that. But I think we might have to take a trip with the harvester up to, I believe it's was it Claire or is it Becky's farm? See if I can snag that corn header. Because if I remember right, the deal was not only just for the harvester, it was for the header too. I'm not too concerned what doesn't get seeded here because it's just going to leave marks anyways. Down to 19, the fuel's down to 51. So now we got all these random splotches, and it seems like every time I try to get rid of them, they just pop up even more. Is it still trying to seed? So put our seeder back in the little building here with our seeds. We've unhitched that. We need to head over here. So we're at 50% fuel. We can actually go a lot longer now that they've reduced the fuel consumption by 30%. So we filled 23 liters. I still have 1,835 back in that tank. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hook up to the plow, but we aren't gonna plow the field yet. We are going to the agricultural store. Now hopefully this doesn't, oh fuck, it does. Well, we're gonna be missing a patch there. I love how Cruise sometimes randomly deactivates like that. So we are gonna take a trip down, straight down this road here, and it'll take us right to the agricultural store. see, this is the ultimate in like a good game if you want to really kill some time. I haven't done much. I've gone to the yeah, because they don't have a system implemented yet, like Farming Simulator, like where it's allow create fields. Luckily though, those annoying bumps do get turned back over when you run the drag harrow over it. Which, I mean, that's a nice, those are a nice couple fields there, but it's up and downhill. This little tractor would not survive. Alright, so agricultural store. This would be the first time we visited this. You can see the safety pylons everywhere. Let's just park our tractor right there on one. Good park and brake. It's not going to roll anywhere. You good? Good? Oh, look at that. I hit it right in between the wheels. Perfect. Whoa, check that out. Ding dong! Look at this. Alright, let's see. Wheat stored at the farm. Blah. Maize, barley, canola, pea, soy, lupin, and grass. Is there more? Zucchini. Tomato seedlings. Nice. Hey, here's where we buy our hens. So, we're going to buy 10 hens. Oh, we're not done yet. We need chickens to lay eggs. We don't want cows yet. I think what we'll do is we'll... Oh, Jesus, I don't want 965 pieces. I think we'll just fill up on all that. Wheat, we need to add... Oh yeah, I forgot hen food, we need that. Bloop. Oh, that... Okay, never mind. I thought that was a lot more euro than it was. Buy that. We definitely need more wheat, so max that out. We need barley. Max that out. I do want to try the lupin. The soy. The peas. You know what? Screw it. We've got the money. No, I don't want grass. Get the hell out of here. No, go away. Zero. Nothing. None. Nada. Zip. Go away. Maize. So we need corn. Alright, so we bought the seeds. I didn't see fertilizer here, though. Unless I'm just stupid. Oh, there it is right there. Fertilizer. 1,000 kgs of fertilizer. Alright, cool. Ding dong. So we got food for our hens. The good news is now we'll get eggs. So we'll go into the greenhouse. We're going to plant all the seeds that we just got. And now I can take all this stuff once sold. Whatever I don't keep, which won't be much. But whatever I don't keep, I can sell back to the guy who ends every sentence with, you know. You know. It's like he's a meth head or something. You know. Like, seriously, I want to go down there and, like, ask him questions that I've asked a million times, just so I can hear him say, you know, again, again, and again. But we do need to plow the field first. We can fuck with the guy at the store later. I like plowing fields, you know. This tractor sucks, you know. It was using too much gas yesterday, you know. I'm seriously hungry, you know. Let's stop and we'll eat some zucchini soup, you know. Now the hardest part to me when doing the field here is driving this damn tractor with the harrow after you've already plowed it and made all these deep ass ruts. That's the only thing that they really need to work on, is the rut from the tractor not being so pronounced, because that really makes it a pain in the ass, you know. I'm just gonna see how many times I can say that now. We'll go over here to the other side of the field, you know. Actually, I'm gonna do it straight. Have they implemented the fishing in the early access, or is that still something we're gonna have to wait for until the finished game, you know? It almost feels like we're playing something off of Impractical Jokers now. Oh god, that jumped violently. Alright, so about half field. Problem is if I don't drop it early, it doesn't plow right, but we just drag it with the harrow and it'll fix it, you know? And this is kind of an inside joke until other people go visit that guy and find out that it's real, you know? And honestly, I think this plow's a little bit too big for this tractor, you know? Turn. Alright, since this thing does... Well, that's a lot better than it used to be. I mean, holy shit, this thing used to actually piss the fuel. The one plowing mission just to get the seeder, I believe I had to stop once, go all the way back to the farm, get refueled, go back. My guy was dog-ass tired, finished plowing the field, and then on top of doing that, he also had to fix his greenhouse, so I just said fuck it and did his field first, came back the next day, redid his greenhouse, because that way I could bring the plow back, because otherwise you still have to make 2 trips, you know. You gotta do the bring your plow back to the farm and then go back and pick up the seeder. So it only made sense, you know. I gotta stop doing that. You know? For this old of a tractor, no, I'm terrible at plowing, as you guys can see, you know. It's just bad. Cruise control on! I mean, look how deep those damn rows are. The harrow just goes completely It's just bouncing all over the place. It's a real rough ride. My cruise control turned off. But once this is plowed, it's still burning fuel at an accelerated rate, but it's a lot better than it was yesterday, you know? Until I go down and visit that guy, nobody's gonna understand what the hell this is. We gotta go in the greenhouse still. There's our piece of shit harvester over there that sounds like a dying cat, you know? Come on, you can do it, left stick. Don't be dragging me down like this, you know? Oh, this world is absolutely beautiful. You know? I'd love to know if the fishing does work, where the hell I can go fishing at. Because I would love to go fishing. Because I know that the guy who says, you know, after every sentence, he does buy fish. And that's supposed to be one of the social things. I just don't know if it is in early access or not. Because I did look, I read everything that there was to read about in the release notes. And I don't think I saw anything about fishing. I'm just like over here. I've stood on the dock and nothing's happened. But I could be just stupid, you know? Now let's make it even more fun, don't you know? Eh? We're gonna try our hand at fishing if it does work. See what we can do after I get the field plowed, you know? It's probably gonna take ages. Of course, the most important thing is we do have to keep our eyes on the sun. We kind of burned through a lot of daylight just doing what we've done so far. And for a tractor this old, that it must have some really strong hydraulics there in the back, you know? I know they had planned to have wildlife in the game eventually, so that's why I'm kind of thinking that I haven't even seen any fishermen on shores, you know? So it's almost getting to where I can't keep a straight face when saying that now. It's like wide down here and narrow up at the top. You know what, screw cruise control, I'm just gonna drive with the analog stick. It's less of a pain in the ass. And this sadly is only half the field and we're down to 81% fuel, so they really, 30% is not really that much of a reduction in fuel consumption. I mean, it's gonna be better than what we, oh god, down a rut. Jack Bear almost down. At At least the plow does take care of ruts. Huh. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that then. Cause I wonder if it has to do with something with being in that boat instead of being on the dock. Cause there are boats on the shore down there. As I spaz out with the camera controls. Ah! But yeah, I think that's my biggest gripe so far now, is if you're playing with a controller instead of using a keyboard, which there's only one game I play with a keyboard, and that's PUBG. Having both of your driving functions on one stick is a little annoying. Oh great, now, since we're coming up to V, this is going to leave a nice rut that we're going to have to drive back through. You can do it, Jack Bear. Just get up on the solid ground. But yeah, it'll be a lot nicer once we're using our bigger equipment. Like a bigger harvester, bigger seeder, cultivator, fertilizer, manure spreader. But in the meantime, we have to use what we were given. That harvester though, oh my god, that thing needs a paint job, needs something. I wish I could go up to it with the grinder and just go to town on it. So we got a ton of seeds. I think we have to run the wheat seed out of the existing supply, unless it just takes it out of it. Okay, so this tractor has absolutely no power at all, and this is a two-wheel drive tractor with a limited slippery end. Why are the front tires acting like they got some drive power? Not that I'm going to complain, seeing how it is underpowered as crap. Yeah, no. We're definitely going to have to do a lot of work with the harrow. So just doing half a field, we were at pretty much almost a full... Uh-oh, no. Don't you be doing that there. Alright, so hopefully we can get this tractor out of here. Just use reverse, drive through the hole. Oh wow, it's steering me through the rut. Take that. Stupid harvester. Come on. Let's go, sunshine. There's a better shot of the steel door. Problem is which way did I go with the furrows last time? This tree collision thing kinda is a little annoying too. I can't see what I'm doing unless I get on the damn tractor. Or do that. And then go back to this. I mean, I guess I can't complain though, even with the pretty unrealistic fuel consumption. It does make it a little bit more of a challenge that you do have to monitor your fuel, unlike Farming Sim where you can run it for a week in game without refueling it. You literally have to keep an eye on everything. Oh, I'm getting hungry again. Let's have some Italian tomato soup. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Plowing in a rut. I just want to get this field plowed. I don't care if I get it cultivated. I'm wondering if I could skip the manure process and go straight to fertilizer. I mean, I know you can, I just don't know how much less crop we'll get. What the hell are we stuck in there? The only thing that I could say about Farming Sim that keeps me going is kind of the same thing with like spin tires. What kept me going was the mods. If you could find a map that you really fall in love with, like I've got 2 maps right now, well, actually 3 maps that pretty much are the only 3 I play on. One is a small map for when I want to do things the old school way, but now that this game is out, this is the new old school. I have a regular size map that was had different various functions from Goldcrest put into it. Come on, plow that last part. And then if I wanted to do some huge operation, or small operation all the way up to huge operation, I had a 4X map that I played on. So I definitely had variety. Oh, come on, just ride the groove, jeez. It's not that hard. We're trying to pop out of it. Problem is I got those front wheels down in it. This thing does not like steering when it's in a rut. This guy does have some amazing flannel. I wonder if he got it from Duluth Trading Company. What are we looking at now? 80% plowed. How's that only 80% plowed? Unless that number is going to grow exponentially as we go. And we're down to 66% fuel, so just doing this little field here, we're burning almost a half a tank of fuel. So you can imagine what a larger field would do. We'd be screwed. Let's see if I can't keep my wheels up this time. Oh, no. There you go. Get up on solid ground. Stay up there. Come on, you can do it. Got faith in my Jack Bear. There we go, I'm out of the rut. But I have a feeling, nope, 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 nope. Don't get sucked into it. Peer pressure's a bitch. And yes, I've got ruts leading all the way up to my door now. Why not? Drop that cruise control again. And hopefully we should only have a couple more passes left. We're at 90%. Plowed. I think this guy would have already died by now with as much smoke inhalation as he's gotten from this tractor. Maybe that's why he's hungry all the time. Tractor's so old, the exhaust may smell like French fries. Oh, this is going to be fun turning around down here. And by fun, I mean pulling teeth. I've been trying to like flirt with every chick that I can, and they all just like virtually slap me in the face. Even though it does say like, so-and-so is really fond of you. When I go and talk to that certain person there, and I try to engage in positive social a social conversation with them, they act like I'm a freaking leper. Why are you doing this to me? No, get out of the freaking... No, back up. You're gonna do this again, and you're gonna do it right. I do think that the whole the marriage and kids aspect is pretty cool. Because I did read, well, this shows down the pantry that if you do get married, your wife will take stuff that meats and stuff like that and turn it into delicacies and store them in the pantry, so you got food and stuff down there. Alright, so let's get this last little chunk right here. Easier said than done. Alright, so field is 100% plowed. Yeah, that happened to me too. I was like, whoa, 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 no bromance. I mean, appreciate it that you think I'm pretty cool and all that, but no bromance, man. Sorry, Oliver. So we'll go over here, go to our first shed. Lower it down, drop it off, get the hell out of there. Park our tractor, get stuck in a tree. We're going to run over here to the greenhouse and we're going to get things really growing. Hey look, they're starting to turn green finally. Look at that. Seeds, let's do some zucchini. So this entire run over here is going to be zucchini, 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 all the way up to the end. That's all zucchini. What else do we have? We got tomatoes that we can finish over there. We need some pumpkins here. Oh, this mouse is a little too sensitive, but I can change that in the settings. There's some pumpkins, some zucchini. We'll finish our tomatoes. Because honestly, we don't have a full run of tomatoes here. And then I guess the last one, how many do we have? 1, 2, we only have 3 beds. I think we kind of got shorted on that one, so we'll do more pumpkins, because pumpkins do actually give you more energy than tomatoes or zucchini. Actually, I think zucchini is higher than pumpkins, but alright, so we've got a full greenhouse planted. I think we still have some scaffolding here. Let's get rid of that. Remove, remove, remove. Alright, so our greenhouse is rocking. Got our windows open. What time of day is it? It is not intimidating. Well, let's see. What do we have for social? What is this? We do have a social interaction down here. We have 2. Hop. I clicked on it. 2 social interactions. I think our goal though is going to be to head up towards like town square, the church, which is one of 2 because there's another church down here. We'll go to this church. We'll go to the train station. Hit up these relaxation spots. See if there's anything we can do to strike up some more social points because we're sitting under just under 30,000. Take a look at the sun. Where is it in the sky? It's still pretty high up, but just for fun. Did I see something needs replaced? No, it's a coat hanger. We'll go ahead and get a good night's sleep here. Alright, so we're doing good. Oh, there's some eggs in the hen house. Let's go get them. Add that to our list of new foods. Don't want my chickens escaping. Look at this. Where's them eggs? Oh, look at this. Got eggs here. It's really touchy where to get these things. Do. Don't mind me, ladies, just picking up your goods. Ready on this side? Why, yes we do. Okay, so we picked up eggs. I'm guessing that they feed themselves. Seeing how it doesn't tell me, hey dumbass, feed your chickens. I don't see, oh wait, what is this? No, that's a log. Okay, so if they're freaking, if I need feed, why are they eating off of the ground? Ooh, this needs to be weed eated. Well, you can't weed eat a chicken. Not that you would really want to, you just paid for them. Let's say that if I just weed eated a stump, okay, so inside of our little haha, yes, glitch. That way I can get the perimeter of the coop done as well. Alright, so there we go. We're nice and cleaned up inside of our hen house. Now, can I fit the tractor through here? Because if I can't, no, not really. This is a fence there. So we're going to use our string trimmer again just to kind of knock all this down. I don't like how this is all built up around my fence. Looks kind of trashy. I do want to do the, if they've implemented it, I want to get the quest or go on the search for mushrooms and blueberries, because those are both foods that can either be sold or they can be consumed. So if I could find a patch of blueberries or mushrooms, that'd be righteous. Now the funny part is I can fit through that. Let's get all around the tree done. Anywhere I can't get a tractor in, because the harrow will actually take care of all this stuff back here. Let's get rid of a tree. No. Alright, so we got that done. There's our gates. Hey, look, here's our tractor. So we're gonna set our point on the church. Do my favorite move. So our goal is 800 meters this way. We didn't refuel the tractor, but that's okay. We get that John Deere Eco Boost. Now, since there's nothing in this field right now, it's not going to hurt us to drive through. We're not going to lose any social points because there's not a crop in it. Or that other one. And sunflowers, check this out. Sunflowers are an awesome crop because they just spring right back. So you can drive through these all day long, even though they're in a planted, well, they're not really in a planted field, but still. I have driven through somebody's planted field, which I know you're not supposed to do. They had, sunflowers aren't an official crop that you can grow, but for some reason I was in a gigantic field of sunflowers. And last night off stream, when I was plugging away at this, believe it was going back down for that mission on the cedar. I jumped a hill, and I had cut so much airtime that when I landed in the middle of somebody's field. Now, the train will come this way. I want to show you guys something else too. Let's sit here for a second on the tracks. The train, I know you guys have seen Daggerwin with his, here comes the train. Watch this. Don't hit me. Just go straight through you. Last night I did it though, and it made the front end of my tractor jump off the ground. Now let's see what we can get social point wise for going to church here. Take me to church. Nothing to see here, just a guy randomly driving around. Whoa, magically there's people here all of a sudden? Come on, give me my holy points. Can we talk to these guys? Hey. Hey.
Care to talk?
Good morning.
Yeah, what's up, dude? Look like you have cocaine in your nose. Let's start with this.
Nice weather, ain't it?
It sure is.
Got anything?
Looking for work. Got anything for me?
No, not at the moment.
Ah, of course not. Here we go.
Them politicians, what are they thinking?
What? Them rising taxes again?
Oh, that's a new answer. I'd never seen that one before.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I'd never heard that one before. Can I talk to you, Samuel Jackson?
Hi there.
Oh, it's you again.
Wait, how do we know each other?
Nice weather, ain't it?
It sure is.
I am looking for work. Got anything for me?
No, not
Well,
at the
what the
moment.
hell good are you? Damn.
Them politicians, what are they thinking?
They only care for themselves. That's what they all do.
Bye, Felicia.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
So do we have more social points because of that? No. Alright, where are we versus where we want to go? We want to go over here first. The relaxation point. And I do believe we'll probably walk. Okay, so this is like a little park. Which, to my knowledge, you can't do jacking yet. There's nobody here. So we'll go to... Whoa, why is there a... Apparently you can go to the train station too and talk to people. Why is there an exclamation point at the church now? Unless that's because of my tractor. Oh no, look, there's a new chick here. What, is she standing? She's freaking Chris Angeling. Oh, never mind. Can I talk to her?
Hello.
Oh, it's you again.
How do you freaking know me?
Nice weather, ain't it?
Here we go. Here we go.
It sure is.
After I asked the preliminary questions.
Is there something I can help you with?
Oh! We got a job. 781 euros.
Sounds good. I'll take
No, she didn't say anything. So we've got a field to plow. Where is it? It is way the hell down there. 1,562 social points. But right now we've got to go back to the farm. Actually, no, we're not yet. We're going to continue on what we were doing, because I'd be an idiot if I didn't. Wait, what am I doing? Where's my tractor? It's over here. There we go. Getting a little hungry, jeez. Well, guess what? We're gonna eat an egg. Good job, Penelope. I don't want to run your ass over because now you're magically standing back on that again. We've been to that place. Let's go over to the train station. Train station's over here, homie. We got 56% fuel. Oh, it's a race. Train's gonna beat me. Damn it. I had a couple jobs last night that paid, but they didn't pay worth crap. So I'm glad that they went in and tweaked that. I'm still struggling to understand how a train station can be a social point. So our field is still way over there. We gotta go back to the farm. Alright, I'm at the damn train station. Is there anybody here? Park the tractor right there. There's not a single soul here at the train station, so how's this a social point? Hello? Anybody there? Anybody? South Station. I do want to look at the farm machinery over here, though. I never got a chance to look at it. That's what I thought. Oh, look, we have a harvester. We got a bigger plow. And obviously, you know what I'm doing if I'm standing on the train track. Here comes the train. Nobody wants to hire me anymore. After I got my free stuff from them, they don't care. So I'm going to sit here and let the train take me. Goodbye, cruel world. Well, that was disappointing. I didn't die. Alright, so here is the larger head for the harvester. Oh, that's a corn head. Look at that. Ooh, look at the freaking harvesting head. There's our bigger plow. Oh, look at this cultivator. Oh, it's a finishing mower. That looks cool. That would go nice behind the Poppin' Johnny. Shit spreader. A bigger seeder. Look at the attention to detail on these things. And then we've got a bigger harvester. €65,000 if you have 130,000 social points. If you have 130,000 euro laying around, look at that, 12,000 kg capacity. Holy crap. No. How much is the header? €5,000. No. I hate how YouTube does this crap. Censors stuff. It makes me have to approve it. Oh, don't tell me. I was about to say. That worries me sometimes. So this is the other thing that I've noticed that you really have to do a lot. Is save the game. 29,000 euros for a plow. Or if I had 58,000 social points. Yeah. 32 grand or 16 with 32,000. How much is this mower? Jeez! 45,000 euro? Alright, we're getting out of here before we have a stroke from... Where'd I park my tractor? Is it by the train station? I might accidentally get killed this time. Oh, the train's coming. I think we had parked at South Station here. Oh, yep, there's old Poppin' Johnny right there. Right there. This time we'll just hop on the train, or tractor. So, in order to do this, we need to head south to the farm. Most importantly, fuel it up. Which luckily our farm is right down there. But yeah, that mower better pick up the grass and then some. Because I thought about maybe buying that for our tractor and getting rid of... of course, I don't know how to sell all our old implements. Other than, I guess, maybe bringing them up to one of the stores and trying to sell it. Because if that's the case, I've got that old grass mower that I don't need. I don't plan on buying any oh, wait a minute. That grass mower might get in areas where the harrow can't. But I don't want it to spread around. That's the problem. The harrow will just get rid of it. So yeah, I don't need a mower. Because I don't have any grass fields. But still, that was a ridiculously high price for just a freaking finishing mower. Like, sir, the down payment will be 4,000 euros, and then if you do happen to have children and it's a boy, it'll require one of his testicles. Refuel our tractor. Hook to our plow. Now we're gonna zoom out. Penelope plow. Alright, so let's get headed over to Penelope. Oh wait, what time of day is it? You know what? Screw it, who cares? We're going to Penelope's! Which, it's only 1,300 meters away, so by the time we get down there, we'll be low on fuel. I wonder if Oliver's a brony. It'll be interesting once all my vegetables are grown in the greenhouse. Obviously, I'm going to keep some for myself for personal consumption. Unless I sell them all. And, well, the one thing I noticed is that guy at the store, nothing ever comes back in stock. Like, I bought all his canned foods, all his vegetables. Nothing has come back in stock. I don't remember if there's more than one store, but I'm pretty sure that was the only one. Of course, I've been known to be wrong all the time, so it wouldn't surprise me in the least if I was. So we've got 900 meters until we get to the field that we need to go to. Well, at the rate we're going, by the time that we're able to afford anything, yeah, there's venture capitalism at its finest. Hey, here, I'll sell this to you at a discounted rate. Then you sell it back to me for twice as much as I sold it to you. At the rate we're going, though, with that machinery, shit, we'll be in the full game before we actually get to use the new machinery. Or be able to at least purchase it. Now, don't honk your horn at me. I was on the other side, the side you never use. I'm not gonna lie, I did think about using Cheat Engine to see if I could give myself some money. Oh, so this is the field right here? Holy crap, girl. I burned 3% fuel just getting down here. Oh, screw it, let's go. Worst case is I'll just have to tow. It'll cost me 230 euro. This field isn't as big as the other one that I had to plow. The one for the cedar is freaking huge. This does get a little bit messed up. Dude, this field's gonna take fucking forever. Trying to figure out what the easiest way to do this is gonna be. Well, good luck on that field, because that thing literally took me about an hour to plow. Now, I'm assuming that you probably can't sell any of these small pieces of equipment when you upgrade. But they did mention, the developers mentioned that you could hire NPCs. Is that, what is that, water? This field's gonna be the death of me, I can already see it. I probably shouldn't have made that pass down, because now it's really gonna screw with me. The sad part is after we're done with this, we're gonna have to go back into town and then tell her that we're finished to get our money and our social points. Alright, so maybe this might not be too bad, seeing how I'm doing it this way. It's leaving those nice big rows where I can stay up on top and just drive. We might not be as bad off as I first thought. Take that back, it's pretty far out. If I do this the old-fashioned way, just keep turning around, it's safer. Because who cares which way it goes side to side. I'm just glad we're not doing that field over there. Actually, we're kind of fixing it when we cross plow it like that. Oh, I'm not to hear that stupid train horn. 89% fuel, we might make it. Welcome back, Nathan. It's like every job that I take on is a plowing job. I need to like be able to fold this plow up into my pocket. I do believe that is something that will come into play. You haven't missed much, man. We've literally just been driving the tractor around. I went and bought some seeds at the ag store. Greenhouse is full, ready. I'm just waiting on it to grow. Right now we're doing a mission. I've been driving around looking for work. Finally found some work in the town. Penelope wants this field plowed, so we're plowing the field for her. It's going to give us some money and social points, which we need. We went and looked at some of the new equipment and realized that it's extremely overpriced and probably won't be able to afford it until this game is in its final state, actual release state. So yeah, it's expensive. So we're working on this big ass field in the meantime. And we are only 16% plowed, and I'm at 86% fuel. And this field's a lot freaking bigger than I thought it was. Should have told her to go shove it. Or demand more money. Oh boy. We're going to be here for quite some time. Looking for the sun. Sun should be going down pretty soon. Which is not a good sign, because that means that we're going to get screwed. And my guy's going to start whining because he's tired. But in the meantime, we're just going to press on. And plow. The best part, though, is if you do a lot of it, it's just like Farm Sim with the missions. You don't have to do all of it. As long as you get a certain percentage of the field done, it'll automatically give it to you. Which is pretty cool. So I'm going to come over to about here, drop anchor and drop crews down. That way I can kind of maybe get a little bit of sense of, hey, we're not really going to be here for 10 years doing this field. When reality, we still will be. So where's the upper edge of this thing? Good God! Okay, this is definitely not what I agreed. Yeah, I'm thinking more like 20 years. I better get like some road head for this. I thought I went halfway up the field and just cut the field in half, but hell no I didn't. We're only 26% plowed, so just barely over a quarter of the way done. Oh man. Houston, we may have screwed up. I guess going this way, it kind of makes you feel like you're doing more than you really are. Which is fine by me. By doing these little boxes, I feel like I'm accomplishing more. I think they kind of need to work on the sound effect for this tractor too a little bit. I saw I knew where you went with that one. Nice Bon Jovi reference. Should be, whoa, we're halfway there. No, this tractor ain't got a prayer. Take this plow, you could shove it, I swear. Whoa, we're not even halfway there. Oh, and guess what? I'm getting a little hungry. You know what? Let's try a pumpkin, see how much a pumpkin does. Apparently not shit. As long as we can keep my guy nourished, I'm not going to worry about the tiredness, seeing how we can't teleport back to the farm or anything, which would be nice. Be nice if we could just reset our equipment back to the farm. Thank God she only wants this plowed, because if I had to cultivate this thing too, I'd probably pull the remaining hair I have left out. Alright, so we're 34% and 73% fuel, so we should be able to do it on fuel now. It's just I'm not going to be able to keep my sanity long enough. Whoa, whoa, easy there, tractor. You're getting a little too spicy. Yeah, this four bottom plow is definitely not helping the cause. Shut up, train. I know you just keep driving around in a circle. You're like a Pollock train. And the sad part is this tractor is actually now 30% more fuel efficient than it was yesterday during the release. Like right now, I would probably have been, instead of sitting at 71%, I'd be probably at 50 or less. Yesterday, it pissed more fuel than a Russian racehorse. Which is why it took me so damn long to do that cedar mission. Having to drive all the way from one side of the map back to the farm to fuel up, because that is the only... That's my other gripe. If you drive up to a fuel station, you should be able to fuel your tractor there, not just purchase fuel for your farm. So, at this point in early access, maybe, hopefully that's one thing they'll change, is that you can actually fuel your tractor up at the gas station instead of just having fuel delivered to your farm, unless that was just another thing that I overlooked. But I don't remember seeing a fuel tractor icon. It just let me purchase fuel to be delivered to the farm. Here comes that damn train again. I wonder if that engineer ever gets bored just driving around in a circle. Did you really? Alright, they must have fixed that then, because yesterday you couldn't. I tried. And then I just broke down and bought 2,000 liters. Had it delivered to the farm. So that's good if they fix that, because that was one of my biggest what the hells. There should be a fuel station up close by here, so we'll refuel the tractor when we're done plowing this field. And now we're sitting at 44% plowed. This is a 1.48 hectare field. Which I know I did the conversion a long time ago, but I forgot what the conversion from hectare to acre is. Or as me and Mike like to call it, hectacles. Alright, so we'll line up for this. Just to save a little fuel, hop off for a second. And I'm going to grab a couple drinks and then, more importantly, drain the drinks that I had before first. So give me about a minute and then we'll hop back on the old Jack Bear there and we'll finish this field up, talk to Penelope, get our money, and then we're going to go to the gas station and see if we can fuel up our tractor. And of course, I grabbed the bottles of tea that don't want to sit right. That's because they're under pressure and then they pop out. So we're good. Alright, let's get back on the Jack Bear. Lipton peach iced tea. You can get them in a 16.9 ounce bottle, and you can get them in a 12 pack. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I've been plowing the damn field, woman. I guess it's just, I just now ran over the quest marker. And wow, was I off on my mark. Oh, Cody's playing Farmer's Dynasty. There, drive over it. So, no! Drive over it so it erases the marker. Or don't. Oh, no. Not regular tea. Alright, so let's take the star off. And we're going to break this up again into another section so we feel accomplished. Plow down. 63% fuel, 48% plowed. Alright, this one's going to feel a little bit more satisfying because now we're kind of getting up there. Now we're bouncing through ruts. Yeah, this is feeling a little bit better now. Go, little Jack Bear tractor. I think the weirdest part is ever since I started drinking these Lipton iced teas, I have not touched a soda in about 4 months. I know, right, Cody? I finally figured out how to make this little piece of junk go straight. Did you read the patch notes on what they did with the game? The update was bigger than the actual download of the game. Yeah, if I wasn't busted on... if I didn't break my NVIDIA surround, it'd be a lot easier for me to maneuver around and just easily click on that, but since I had to break surround, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I'll try and get in there after I finish this field up. So where are we at? We are 55% plowed. Let's get this field plowed. Stop driving sideways. You're getting caught in ruts again. Raise that plow. %59%, so that went up quickly. I love this tractor, the tires never, ever get dirty. So we have magical tires. And I absolutely botched the last row, so now we're gonna have a weird one end shorter than the other section here. This is a big ass field when you've got a 4 bottom plow. Fuel's at 52%. So we should easily make this field, unlike last time. And just out of safety, in case we do get a random game crash, which we never really do. We only had it happen once. It never hurts to save. I think it's actually a little bit larger than a 5. We'll drive back by there, seeing how it's right up there, and we'll take a look and see how many bottom. See how much bigger it is. I know it's gotta be, I think it's double the size of this one, so it might actually be an 8 bottom. If not at least a 6. That train horn. Judging by the size of this plow versus that other one, I think the bigger one is double in size. Yeah, at this point I don't care, I'm just going to drive in and get this thing plowing. Just want to get this field done. 70%. Come on, give it to me, 70%. Going once. Going twice, there it is. I don't feel completely useless anymore, but now, looking at the way that the field goes, we're going to have to drive through our rut. Yeah, we don't have to cultivate. gonna try something here with this last run to see if I can avoid what I'm talking about. As it is getting wider and wider and wider. If I can do this, oh, I should be able to do it, no problem. Go this way. And just do this. Excuse me. Backing up here. Perfect. Now it's going to leave that big furrow right in the center. Must be a lot of rocks, because this either there's a lot of rocks or, well, no. It's because this plow doesn't have, or this tractor doesn't have draft control on it. If it had draft control, it wouldn't be bouncing and bucking like it is. And because we just want to get this done. Box in this edge over here. Bouncy. So this should be our final section, and hopefully we don't have to do the whole damn thing either. Jack was being an ass, that was his problem. Now we're down to 41%. Freaking train, man. I love how it's just the locomotive. It's not even the freaking an actual full train. That time he didn't beep, we got lucky. Let's wait till next time. So you can see the sun is actually starting to fade now. I'm getting hungry again. God, for my guy being as skinny as he is, he sure freaking eats a lot of food. Does he have like a third leg that's hollow? Or 81%. And 38% fuel. Oh boy. This dude eats way too much food. Screw it. The eggs are free. We'll eat those. I'm full? How the fuck am I full? Oh, the rest must be tired. My guy needs a nap. Hopefully we can finish this field up pretty quick. think he might need a reverse vasectomy from these jeans. They look, well, actually no, they're not nut huggers. They actually look pretty baggy. Kind of looks like that guy from the Farmers Insurance commercials. Looks like Charlie. So I always picture him driving. So 86% done. Can't believe we started way the hell over there. And my optimism when we started, oh yeah, this will be easy. Oh my god, this field is huge. What the hell? What did I get myself into? The sun is definitely setting. So now we're getting shade. I think it might just be a social benefit that every time I go into town, I just have a freaking plow hooked to the tractor. That way, I don't have to drive all the way back to my place. I'm just going to permanently drive around with a plow. There's not like I can get any more equipment here. Yeah, I am in the southeast U.S. Alright, so 10% left to go. Probably. Oh, he beeped that time. Screw you, engineer. Yeah, stop over at the tractor store though after this and check out, or the equipment shop, excuse me. Okay, this thing does not back up worth a crap when it's got the plow on it. You would assume we're almost done. 8% left to go on the field. Usually, unless it's something like Car Mechanic Simulator or sometimes Farm Sim, the chat usually stays pretty damn quiet, which is weird. I don't mind it. It's just weird. Usually, if it's dead silent and I can see 6 or 7 people and nothing going on, it just feels like well, it doesn't really feel any different. It just feels like I'm talking to myself, which I do all the time anyways. If it wasn't such a pain in the ass to record videos, I mean the recording part's not bad, it's just the editing, processing, rendering, uploading. It's so much easier just to live stream it. Now is where we're going to do the same trick I did last time. Screw going and turning around. We're just going to back up the length of the field. We'll drop in here and watch. We probably won't even have to do that last turn. Yep, see, it's done. And somehow magically the field is only 96% plowed, but now you have to go over here and talk to Penelope, which somehow magically she's over here now. She wasn't before. And we still have 27% fuel, so we're good. Oh, Penelope, I'm coming for that money and social points. It's a big pile of cow shit. Yo, Penelope, what up, girl? So yeah, we're just gonna keep that attached. There's Penelope.
Hey, you. Here's something for you.
Why do they all look like they're cancer patients?
Care to talk?
Oh, god dang it.
Good evening.
Just for fun.
Is there something I can help you with?
No, not at the moment.
Good, because I just finished your work. Now I'm gonna flirt with you.
Lady, you look as beautiful
Lady.
as a sunny morning.
Ha! And I get shut down again. You know me. I'm the guy that plowed your field. Okay, she just said save it, and I don't know you, and she said Penelope. It just said Penelope seems to like you a bit more. Hey, look, there's fishermen over there. Oh, there's our farm, 1,200 meters away. A damn train. Cruise control on. Is there a fuel station over here, or is it the other way? I do want to see what that other... Let's check something. No fuel... Yeah, there's fuel over there. It's next to the church. We'll go over to the equipment shop first. I want to see how many rows that plow is. You think they'd have a plowed entrance. Alright, so the plow is a really 1, 2, 3. That's only a 5? How's that any freaking better than what I have? It's bigger by 1 row. What the fuck? Well, the rows are a lot further apart. I don't know if that's the biggest plow they're going to give us for now, then. I guess that's what we roll with. Is that the damn cruise? We got to go to the gas station! Even though we can easily make it back to the farm on 25%. Okay, this is the church over here. Fuel station right there on the other side of the church. As indicated by that big ass sign sticking up there. Hey, there's a sell point. Go ahead and take a lift. Oh, train's coming. So let's go down here. See if we can fuel up just the tractor. Ah, look at that. You do have the option now. Home tank or tractor. perfect. That's all I needed. So apparently our farm is only 800 meters away. I'm gonna cruise on back. At least I think that's set on our farm. Not sure. And I probably just overlooked it yesterday. Why does the cruise keep turning off? Jeez. So we've done a random job, we've gotten some social points, we hit on a chick, she shot us down, but then she liked us a little bit more. So who knows? I'm gonna drive back. Park our tractor for the night. And probably hook up to that drag harrow and get it going. And I think we'll spend this next day working on our fields, trying to get them ready so we can make the 8,000 mile trip to the windmill to sell our grains, and then have fun picking up a ton of bales. But 3,000 euro for a trailer of bales, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna get lazy and drop my plow there, spin around, get our harrow, we're hooked up to that, ready to go. Head in the house for the night. Sleep, eat. Wow, I ate 4 eggs. You are well rested and feel strong again. And apparently I'm so well rested and feeling strong that I was trying to walk through a concrete wall. Oh God. Questioning my life choices here. Alright, we're gonna take the safe way around because I don't trust the other one. Alright, so lower the cultivator down. And like all machines, you can't back up worth a crap with it on. Lower it and get our ground raised back up. I hate that shit in down. And fight the steering as always. So after this is done, we need to figure out where our fertilizer is sitting at, and we'll fertilize the other field, and we'll take care of some of these weeds up here. About halfway into the field. Quit turning on me. How This tractor does not like playing by the rules. I should be straddling with my center tire in the furrow. God. This thing pushes like a dump truck. Let's get rid of these weeds here. And magically somehow fix the gravel there. And these grass ruts. This guy's ass has to hurt after sitting in the seat for a while. I like that there's no option to speed up time. That's kind of cool. Come up here to fix our ruts and mow over more grass. Now let's see if my theory works right about keeping those two front wheels down in the hole. So far seems to be working out. So this thing starts bucking and not as bad once you start getting on some ground that has been cultivated, but yeah, they need to work on the mechanics of this a little bit. It's a little bit unrealistic. And a real tractor is not going to throw you around like this. This is like you're getting the Chris Brown special. Stop doing that. Luckily this thing doesn't really chew through fuel when you're using the drag arrow. Now if I could combine these two fields together I would, but that would take forever to plow and it would take forever to cultivate. I just like the fact that this drag harrow gets rid of all this crap up here. It's pesky around the edge of my field anyways, I don't want it there. I'd love to know who built this this drag harrow. It literally looks like somebody went to the scrap yard, bought a bunch of old steel and just welded it together. Back it up again. This time I'm riding the ruts. Majorly riding the rut. Holy shit. Now we're gonna have to move out of those ruts because it's pretty much unfreaking drivable. Come up and mow this a little bit here. Yep, totally screwed up on that one. Yeah, that hole needs to be patched. So it's better than to get rid of the grass while we're at it. That thing is bucking and bouncing. Lift it up. Come back down here, make sure we don't have any spots that are still holes. Drive it through here. Come back up this way. How am I already getting hungry? Haven't done anything, I've been sitting on a tractor. Might have to back up to get a little bit of these sections here, or I just don't care. Good enough for government work. Wow, it would not even get in there to start off. I need to bring that ground back up because I can see it pushed it down. And this is going to be hard here doing the sides because it's going to want to throw me every which way but straight. Fuel's down to 78. Somehow it's only 68% cultivated, but we'll get there. Throw our cruise control back on and make another round. This is definitely bumpy. Just throwing my tractor all over the place. I want to make sure I get these spots at the end of the field fixed so they're not gigantic holes just sitting there. This field's so bumpy it keeps knocking my cruise control off. Okay, we went from 60 something to 78% pretty quick. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to seed. And I still have to take the harvester up to the field across the street and see if I can take that corn header with me. See if that was part of my reward too. Awesome. How hungry am I? Let's eat an egg and find out.
Hungry? Don't you want that sandwich?
I forgot about that, yeah.
Shoot, you're streaming.
Why, what? Oh. Get this up. There we go. Do a little bit more weed eradication around the edge of the field too. Seeing how this thing has absolutely no gonads going backwards, we're just going to keep going up and down. Try and stay centered over everything. I'm pretty sure my guy is suffering from spinal compression right about now. And quite possibly testicular torsion. This tractor is rough. And I think after the field, I'll run down the side of it with the harrow and see about getting rid of some of that grass on the side. So now we're at 97% cultivated. Oh boy. It was 100% cultivated. However, even though it's cultivated, I still want to run down the edge and make at least one row. One row along the edge here. Get all this junk off the side. And get these furrows. I forgot I was dropping the plow on this edge. Need to straighten out the ground here. You know what, we did one, we might as well do two. Just make the farm look presentable. So now we got that. I'll try and drive in between the two fields, that way I'm not wait a minute, hang on, we're gonna get rid of this crap here too. That just looks terrible in between my fields. I'll stay more on the right hand edge than the left because we did seed that. And of course, like an idiot, leave my hay wagon sitting right in the way. Alright, so for now we can put the drag harrow up. Put in the same barn that our mower's in. Yeah, I'm running it over. So I think of you. Alright, so we need to figure out where the hell we got our fertilizer. Refilled up. There's fuel. Grain storage. That's grain. I guess our fertilizer's in here too. Makes sense. What the hell did I just get stuck under? So we don't have any fertilizer in it. We're going to have to bring it over and see what we can do. This thing just turns way too sharp. Yep, there we go. Fertilizer in stock. Fill with fertilizer. So it's full of fertilizer. I have no idea how far this fertilizer spreader is going to shoot. So before we seed, I think we'll fertilize this. Once we figure out how far these pellets go. They seem to go pretty far. Alright, they don't go as far as I thought. They go as far as the manure spreader does. And a little bit further. See if we can get more use out of this fertilizer than we did with the manure. We're hauling ass with this fertilizer spreader here. Turn. Sorry. From what? To what?
To y'all's room.
Give me a goddamn minute.
He said to give him the damn minute.
Unless it's something extremely important, I don't give a shit. Ooh. So this thing is a little bit turn. This fertilizer lasts better than the manure does, but the spread rate, that's something that needs to be worked on because I can't really see on the fly where we're getting good fertilization and we're getting crappy fertilization. Although this thing's already kind of a winner. Oh god, what'd you learn? And I know you learned it the hard way, so share with the class. That's probably something that I've done. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely don't drive a tractor in there. Now you gotta pay 230 euros to get it towed to the nearest road and they'll refuel it for you. The lake you can't go into. Most of the creeks though, you're fine. I thought I was gonna have to call a tow truck last night because I was coming back. I was, of course, cutting the map, and I ran down into a ditch, and that ditch decided to say, screw you. But I did get it back out. Alright, so that field's been fertilized, hasn't been seeded yet, but she's fertilized. We'll go ahead and drop that fertilizer over here. We'll go get our seeder. Wonder if I can change the seed that's in it while it's sitting there. Let us see, because I know I planted the first field in wheat. Back up. Come on. So we're hitched to the seeder. Magazine, yes. Barley. Ah, I can empty it. Sweet, it adds it back into it. Nice. So now I'm going to put barley into that one. So our seeder is full of barley. 360 kgs of barley. We got 58% fuel. And so I don't get bitched at. Go see what the hell my wife wants. So pardon me for a minute or two, guys. I will be right back. Well, apparently that was a good reason to actually go over there, because now holding in my hand a Corsair Harpoon RBG gaming mouse and a pair of Turtle Beach Ear Force Stealth 450 surround sound wireless gaming headset, which will replace the G430 I'm on. So, guess what's early Christmas presents, because yesterday I got a Corsair K55 RGB keyboard to replace my old piece of shit Logitech G710 Plus. So I guess we're continuing in the Corsair with the Corsair mouse, and then Turtle Beaches, because I did want the Logitech G933s, but they're like $140 roughly average price. So I think we're actually going to end this stream so I can hook up the new mouse and the mouse and the headset. But after I get that done, I will come back on with the new equipment and we'll see what else we can do. But that's 3 hours in the books. Thanks to everybody who tuned in to watch, and if you like what you see here, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. I stream all the time, so we'll be back doing this in a little bit. So I'm kind of looking at those boxes like, this is going to be cool. So yeah, we'll see you in a little bit.